Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that Graham Bailey has confirmed an Arsenal update, as he confirms possibly, Arsenal could still end up signing incredible player this summer, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Ecuador international and Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Moises Caicedo. Arsenal could still be in the market for another top-class midfielder this summer. Indeed, with Thomas Partey's future at the Emirates still somewhat up in the air, the Gunners could dip back into the market, according to Graham Bailey. Speaking on the Talking Transfers podcast, there's still an outside chance that the North London club end up signing Moises Caicedo this summer if Partey does leave. Bailey shared what he knows about the incredible 21-year-old. They want an overall deal worth £100 million. Chelsea are nowhere near that yet. Chelsea need Caicedo done massively. I still make them strong favourites. There are other options out there. Do Arsenal look at him if Partey goes? Possibly, Bailey said. If Arsenal now go out and sign Moises Caicedo, then this will have to be considered the best transfer window in the club's history. That would be 4 transformative first-team signings brought in for more than £250 million. It would be the biggest statement of intent the Gunners have ever made, and you would have to make them one of the favourites for the league title if they manage to get these deals done. Of course, as Bailey says, Chelsea are still the firm favourites in this title race, but if that deal falls through and Partey leaves Arsenal, there is the small chance that Caicedo ends up in North London rather than West London. Caicedo is a player that Arsenal fans should still be keeping half an eye on, even if this deal looks unlikely. The second Arsenal news is that Tatamakatub has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirms really excites Arsenal. Gunners hoping to sign very clever player, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of Brazil international and Grêmio midfielder Bitello. Arsenal have already made 3 signings this summer and are apparently in talks over a potential 4th. Tatamakatub recently reported that the Gunners are on the verge of landing Bitello from Brazilian outfit Grêmio. Admittedly, there have been conflicting reports on that front, with Fabrizio Romano playing down the speculation. He told Court Offside, "I'm aware there have been reports claiming a deal is close for Arsenal to sign Bitello from Grêmio this week. But I'm not sure things are as advanced as others have suggested." Despite the conflicting reports, the seed has been planted. There has been a lot of analysis involving Bitello and Arsenal of late. For instance, scouting outlet Breaking the Lines recently wrote a detailed feature article on the 23-year-old amid the Gunners' links. A unique, versatile playmaker, they began. Bitello would provide a counter-attacking threat for Arenal and could fill in as a backup on the right flank for Bukayo Saka, a young, cheap, versatile option who could fit into the budget following the arrivals of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Jurrien Timber. Bitello ticks all the boxes for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Now, South American football expert Tim Vickery has spoken to Sky Sports about the Gunners' hopes for Bitello. He's been flying under the radar because he's a bit of a late developer, and his club last year were in the 2nd division. Vickery said, "What really excites Arsenal about this player is how well Bitello has dovetailed with Luis Suarez. You've got to be clever to play with Suarez, and Bitello has been on a really good wavelength with him." Admittedly, Vickery isn't sure whether the Grêmio ace would cement a place in Arsenal's starting 11 anytime soon. However, he still feels Bitello would be a great squad option for Mikel Arteta and company. This, for Arsenal, would be a pretty small investment, he continued. Maybe something like £8 million. Grêmio are looking to sell. They would be very, very pleased to sell. Edu has done it before with Martinelli and Marquinhos. I think Bitello would be very much a squad player. Interesting, but a squad player I think for Arsenal. All in all, Bitello looks like he could be a solid signing for the Gunners. Admittedly, he may need a bit of time to get up to speed in the Premier League. However, Bitello's certainly going to the best club for it. At Arsenal, there are numerous Brazilian players who can take him under their wing and help him acclimatise. And for potentially less than £10 million, it's certainly an inexpensive gamble for the Gunners if they do sign him. The third Arsenal news is that Firenze Viola has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm after £12 million bid, Arsenal are lurking in the shadows in race to sign 23-year-old defender now. as Arsenal look to complete the signing of World Cup Croatia international and Dinamo Zagreb defender Josip Sutalo. Arsenal have a stacked squad right now, but their transfer business may not be done yet. Indeed, the Gunners continue to be linked with Mohamed Kudus, and according to Ferenc Viola, they are also keeping an eye on Josip Sutalo. The Croatian has just been the subject of a £12 million bid from Fiorentina, which has, in turn, been rejected, and the Dinamo Zagreb star isn't short of interest. Indeed, according to this report, Arsenal, Napoli, and Fulham are all lurking in the background here. The 23-year-old defender has been making waves over in Croatia as of late, and after Josko Gvardiol's incredible rise to prominence after leaving Zagreb, Sutalo may well be someone to gamble on. We've seen some gems come from this league over the years, and the centre-half could well be the next off the conveyor belt. Do Arsenal need Sutalo? Probably not. They already have a fantastic stable of 5 capable centre-halves in William Saliba, Gabriel, Jakub Kiwior, Ben White, and Jarian Timber. But if you can get a potential future star for a decent price, you'd be foolish to turn him down. In all honesty, this isn't one we can see Arsenal pressing the accelerator on at this moment in time. But if a deal can be done at a price Arsenal deem to be of value, perhaps they could decide to go after this one. However, given that Arsenal have already spent close to £200 million this summer, they won't be spending frivolously from here on in. Sutalo is certainly a player to keep an eye on from an Arsenal perspective, but we wouldn't advise you to hold your breath in waiting for this signing. The final Arsenal news is that The Independent has confirmed an Arsenal update, as they confirm after £12 million bid, Liverpool have overtaken Arsenal as favourites to sign £14 million player, as Arsenal look to complete the signing of Belgium international and Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia. It feels as though we've been talking about Romeo Lavia leaving Southampton for almost a year now. The Belgian midfielder joined Southampton for £14 million last summer, and almost as soon as he made that move, speculation about his future started. A deadline day bid from Chelsea last summer was reportedly made. Lavia was spoken about a lot in January too, and this summer, the rumour mill has gone into overdrive. Indeed, links to Liverpool and Chelsea are ongoing, but according to The Independent, the view within the game at the start of the summer was that Arsenal were the favourites to sign Lavia. However, according to this report, Arsenal have now fallen behind in this race and Liverpool are now seen as the favourites to sign the youngster. Lavia will seemingly be on the move this summer, and with the impending departure of Fabinho at Liverpool, there's a huge space for him in the Reds squad. Opening up, the fact that Arsenal and Chelsea have both been in for Lavia this summer is a testament to his ability, and the two London clubs may well regret not signing him if he does ultimately end up heading to Anfield. Of course, there is a long way to go in this transfer tussle, and as Arsenal's previous status as favourites to sign Lavia shows, things can change very quickly in this game. One thing is for sure, between Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo, and Lavia, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool should be heading into next season with much stronger midfields. Can any of these sides wrestle the Premier League title out of Manchester City's grip? Time will tell, but it will be intriguing to see how they all get on. Do you know the Arsenal news on Mohamed Kudus? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.